Tonight, we are making something dangerously comforting. Japanese miso ramen mixed with full power Jiro-Style madness. Rich miso broth, melting butter, sweet corn, and mountains of garlic-loaded vegetables. And yeah, I stir-fry the veggies for extra flavor. This bowl smells insane already. Let's build one of the heaviest miso ramen bowls I've ever made. My name is NojiNora, short for Nojiro-no-Life. Back in college, I studied abroad in the US, and I've loved America ever since. Hey, I'm NojiNora, ramen lover from Japan. Alright, let's get into it. Today, we are making Japanese miso ramen. What to the end? Miso is one of the most traditional ingredients in Japanese food culture. It's a fermented soybean paste that's been eaten in Japan for hundreds of years, and because it's fermented, a lot of people in Japan see it as a healthy food too. The most famous dish is probably miso soup, miso shiru. Almost every Japanese person grows up drinking it. But miso is used for way more than that. Sausage, grilled fish, meat dishes, and of course ramen. Especially in cold areas of Japan. Rich miso ramen became incredibly popular because it warms your whole body. Today, I'm blending 3 different kinds of miso. First, dashi miso. This one already contains Japanese soup stock, so it has a deep savory flavor right away. Next is red miso, aka miso. This one is stronger, darker, and more intense. It has richness and a slightly bitter depth that makes the soup feel serious. And finally, awase miso, a blended miso. This one is smoother and more balanced. Like the video! This one is smoother and more balanced, bringing everything together. When you combine them, you get something insanely rich, garlicky, and perfect for Jiro-style ramen. Jiro-style ramen is usually based on soy sauce, so honestly, miso Jiro-style ramen is pretty rare. Alright, in my last video, I said I'd explain Jiro-style ramen properly, but I always end up talking too much and running out of time. So today, let's finally dive deep into Jiro-style ramen. First of all, ramen has been one of Japan's most beloved foods for a very long time. For many Japanese people, classic ramen means soy sauce-based chuka soba. That style usually uses a clear chicken-based soup called chintan. Its roots originally came from Chinese noodle culture. Then Japan evolved ramen into many different styles: miso ramen, salt ramen, tonkotsu ramen. Every region in Japan developed completely different flavors. And then everything changed. In 1968, a ramen shop called Ramen Jiro was born in Tokyo. The founder was Takumi Yamada. At first, it wasn't trying to become a legendary style. It started as a feeding, affordable ramen for students. But people became obsessed with the massive portions and the addictive flavor. Thick noodles, heavy pork broth, huge piles of vegetables, tons of garlic and a rich pork fat. It became less like normal ramen and more like its own food culture. Today, many ramen fans in Japan call themselves Jirolian. People wait in long lines just for one bowl. And honestly, Jiro-style ramen completely changed Japanese ramen culture. Jiro-style ramen shops have a very unique atmosphere. People line up for a long time, sometimes over 1 hour, just for one bowl. And before your ramen arrives, you'll hear something very unusual. The staff asks garlic, that's called a call. You can customize your bowl with extra garlic, extra vegetables, or extra pork fat. In Jiro culture, people often say mashi or mashi. That means extra or extra. More vegetables, more garlic, more pork fat. Everything gets bigger. Honestly, sometimes the bowl looks completely ridiculous, and that's exactly why people love it. But this culture only works because both the customer and the shop respect each other. If someone orders a huge amount and leaves most of it behind, that creates a problem for the restaurant too. The portions are massive, the ingredients are expensive, and the shops work incredibly hard every single time. So in Jiro culture, like the video. There's an unspoken rule. Only order what you can actually finish. That respect between the customer and the ramen shop is also part of Jiro-Style ramen culture. And honestly, that's one reason I love it so much. Jiro-Style ramen isn't elegant. It's messy, heavy, aggressive. But somehow, people become obsessed with it. The garlic, the pork, the chewy noodles, the massive volume, it is something primal. Alright, now let's make my version. Japanese miso ramen combined with full power Jiro style energy. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Normally, Jiro style ramen is built around soy sauce. That sharp, salty flavor works perfectly with the heavy pork broth and a massive amount of garlic. But when you replace soy sauce with miso, the entire experience changes. Miso adds sweetness, depth, warmth. The soup becomes thicker, richer, and somehow even more comforting. And honestly, miso and butter together are already legendary in Japan. The butter melts into the soup, making everything creamier and smoother. Subscribe for more ramen. Then the corn adds a little burst of sweetness. That sweetness actually balances the aggressive garlic and pork fat surprisingly well. So instead of just being purple, the ramen becomes almost addictive. And there's another reason miso works so well with Jiro-style ramen, the noodles. Jiro-style noodles are extremely thick and chewy. They're heavy enough to carry intense flavors. A light soup would lose against these noodles instantly, but rich miso soup, it can fight back. Every bite becomes ridiculously satisfying. The noodles absorb the miso flavor. The pork fat coats everything, and the garlic explodes at the end. Honestly, this style feels less like normal ramen and more like winter survival food. Heavy, hot, salty, garlicky. The kind of bowl that completely takes over your brain after the first bite. And today, I'm pushing that feeling even further. More richness, more vegetables, more garlic. Full power Jiro-style miso ramen. Let's do this. Alright, this is the final stage. The best part of ramen making, the plating scene. No explanations, no history lesson, no talking. Like the video. Just pure ramen. The sound of the noodles, the steam rising from the bowl, the melted butter, the glossy pork fat, the mountain of vegetables. Everything comes together right here. Honestly, this moment is why I love making ramen so much. So for the next few moments, just enjoy the build. Full power Japanese miso Jiro style ramen. Subscribe for more ramen. Itadakimasu. Right before eating, The excitement is unreal. I want to eat it immediately, but at the same time, once I start eating, it means the experience will eventually end. And honestly, when it's your favorite food, you kind of wish you could keep eating forever. But of course, that's impossible. It's frustrating, right? So now I'm curious. What's your favorite food? For me, it's ramen. But also yakiniku, sushi, tonkatsu, katsudon, tempura, and tendon. Honestly, I just love food so much. And I really love talking with people from all over the world too. So please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I always try to reply to everyone. Alright, let's eat. Wow, this is ridiculously good. The soup, the noodles, the chashu, the vegetables, everything works together perfectly. I seriously can't stop eating, and honestly, I really want all of you to try my ramen someday. I always say this, but one day. I wanna bring my ramen to people around the world. I wanna grow this channel bigger and make that dream real. Because I truly believe ramen can make people happy. So until that day, you better become ramen lovers too. Thank you for watching. ごちそうさまでした. That's how we say thank you for the meal in Japan. If you love ramen like this, make sure to hit subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment, and tell me what you want to see next. I'll keep chasing the ultimate bowl. See you in the next one. NojiNora Life. Thank you.